Dave Ralston here, back for some more good info for you. Do you notice how Joe's spine kind of curves? Notice how his head kind of goes down a little bit? That's not really what we call good posture. Any ideas how we could make that better? Our goal is to make the spine straighter. I got a good idea. Why don't we start with a nice solid pillow like that. Now do you notice how the spine is a little bit more straighter? If he was to sleep on his side at night, he wants the head not dipping down like this on a pillow and not too bunched up with too many pillows. He wants a pillow that's just perfectly in the middle. Just kind of keeps the spine aligned straight. Okay. Since we got Joe on the side position, we're going to demonstrate a few more things. Okay. I'm going to hop up here on the table as I'm going to scoot you over just a tad bit. Give me some room for my knee there. I'm going to hop onto the table and we're going to obviously put our knee right next to his scapula. Is this a good word, I would say? We're going to lift up the hand. He's going to totally relax the hand. I always ask, are you relaxed? And when he drops the arm, then he's relaxed. So we want to lift this and apply some traction on the shoulder joint. Can we stretch this for the purpose of the pec? Sure, we can do that. We could even take our fingers and push in here, but I got something better. That's what we'll use the broomstick for, but that's here in a moment. Technically, as we're doing this stretch, which I call traction, our goal is to hook at the elbow, keep the traction on, and externally rotate into the joint. And what he feels is a stretch with rotation and traction externally. Can you do this internally as well? Yes. Much like this. Keep in mind you are applying the traction. You say, well, you're doing this because you're tall, you're able to do that. You could find multiple ways to hook and do this traction the same way. If I put both knees up here, I just spin it just like this. That's another way to do it. Okay? I can also put the traction right here, right here, right here, and then turn as well. Okay? Those are all ways in which to stretch the shoulder socket and kind of help with a little bit more lat movement and pec movement. The goal is to keep this area loose. We're going to bend our fists, rest it, keep the elbow elevated up, and then obviously apply some oil. And remember, I said that I'm not a person that likes to use a lot of forearms because of the pressure on my shoulder. I don't really like doing that anymore. So I've graduated and I've used two different tools these days. One of them is the broomstick, that's 25 pounds. Another one would be a very light version, and that is nothing more than a rolling pin. Very easy to wash. And I push this rolling pin in here much to this level, just like this. You must keep in mind and realize it doesn't have much give. So you have to be careful how much pressure you are putting on this. But notice I'm doing a lot of work here. I'm really tired. This is my 400th massage today. I don't feel like pushing too hard. So I'm going to bring out the broomstick, which is 25 pounds. and I'm going to lay it in here just like this. And he can probably tell by the weight of this, as I just do nothing but just allow it to rest on my leg and put a little bit of thumb action in there. Do you feel some pressure there, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So technically, that's one way to use this in a side position. Here in a moment, we'll show you the best way to do this when they're face up.